hungry. And this orange is the bomb.com. Hey guys, it's Ashley, the Handy Homegirl, and I'm here with another episode. And this week, I'm going to show you how I redid my TV stand. And I don't know if you all remember, if you do follow me, or you've been following Instagram for a long time, I found a TV stand outside of my old apartment, and it was just on the street. And you know, that's pretty much a curb scoop. You see something on the street and you scoop that joint up. So yeah, I found this TV stand, and this is what it looks like. Literally, I'm showing you what it was like. It was outside, and I was driving into my apartment and I saw it, and I'm like, that's mine. And I got some people on the street to help me put it in my house. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to show you how to remix a curb find. So this project probably comes to about $9 for a completely new looking TV stand, and I love it. Oh yeah, let me show you what I saw on Pinterest. I didn't want anything to be just a solid color. I wanted it to have some type of design to it. So this is what it looks like on Pinterest, my inspiration. And here's my version of my TV stand. And it is simple enough if you can just follow the design. You don't have to do the design I did, but laying down the contact paper, it's just like putting a big sticker on a piece of paper. That's really all it is. Just have a little patience. If you're not as anal as me, like I'm a person that likes to get things straight on the edge. That's just me, but you know, it came out really nice, and I think it's really cute. So enjoy this video, and we will talk later. Bye. How I remixed a curb find, a TV stand. Here's what the TV stand looked like before, and here it is after. And this is also the inside. So first you want to take your roll of contact paper. Mine is in the color of almond. I got mine for about $7 at Home Depot, and you can get yours from any local hardware store. I roll it out, and I just measure it to fit my table. It already fits widthwise, so I'm just cutting it lengthwise with my box cutter. And I just make sure I keep it on the very edge of my table, and I just cut it out. And to make sure that you have the edges are really even, I just take a ruler and I just clean up the edge to make sure it's super straight. I peel off my paper, and do not take it completely off, just peel off the beginning, and then you want to lay it down evenly to your furniture and just press it on, just a big sticker. Just make sure that it's even, smooth it out. And this is why I say leave the paper on the back. It helps control the pull down when you have to pull it down, and it won't stick to another sticky part. So another tip that I would have for this project is to, when you're smoothing, that you want to try to get as many bubbles out, but then the tip is to use a card, you know, your credit card, your license, whatever, to just smooth those bubbles out. Since your hand isn't as straight as a straight or as flat as a card, just use that to get all those air bubbles out. And just keep making sure that it's straight on the edge. The paper should be like already straight on the edges, so it shouldn't go off crooked too bad unless you put it on crooked. But other than that, it should go on fine. And then I'm just going to continue to use my hands and the card to just get those little bitty tiny annoying bubbles out. And so since that's already down, I'm going to start to make my grid for my pattern. I did 1 inch by 1 inch squares. all the way up and across the table. This is just the edge. And take your time with this because you don't want to like shift it and then you get some boxes bigger than the other. You kind of want all the boxes on your grid to be 1 inch by 1 inch or 2 inch by 2 inch, depending on what your particular pattern is. But I needed 1 inches by 1 inches. And so then I just flip it and I do the vertical. The other one was horizontal. I don't know what I just said, but the other one was horizontal. Now I'm working on the vertical and I'm measuring my 1 inch. And so now I'm creating my 1 by 1 squares. And so now that my grid is all done, it's time to lay down the electrical tape. I wanted my squares on my diamonds to be 1.5 by 1.5. On all 4 sides. And I just start with the very center of my design. Then I use a piece of electrical tape to fill in the center. And then from there I work my way out. So I did a 1/2 inch triangle or a 1/2 inch diamond or square outside of the first square or diamond that you see. Then I actually just follow the pattern that's on the actual picture. Each of the diamonds or the squares line up exactly. So to create the next one, I just followed the first one that I had placed, and I had just followed it all the way down, knowing that I had to make a long line 1 inch apart from the diamond or square that I had did previously. And then I just continue my pattern using my electrical tape. The squares are in the middle are 1.5 inches. The second square is a 1/2 inch away. And then I just allow the electrical tape being 1 inch, to give me that separation in between. And I just continue to my pattern. Once I had the pattern down, I didn't even need to look at the design anymore. I just started doing it. And sometimes you'll get a little comfortable and you'll make a mistake. I know I had to take up a couple of pieces, just a couple of times, but it was relatively easy. See, I'm like halfway done, so I think I'm the ish by now. Getting it pretty much done. It's really simple. Like part of it just looks like, a diamond with 2 lines coming from it, and then you put a diamond with a big box in the middle. That's relatively how it is. And then the pattern works in reverse going the other way. So don't pay attention to the middle, because that's what kind of messed me up. You want to pay attention to one of the diamond patterns going forward and another diamond pattern going backwards. And now I'm just finishing up the top of the table. And I'm pretty much all done. So now I'm going to clean it up with the magic eraser. And the magic eraser, the Mr. Clean magic eraser, or any generic brand, works like magic. Literally, it took the pencil markings right off. But wear gloves, because if you do have paint or nail polish on your hands or your nails, it will come off. Trust me. So yeah, you just wipe it down. You don't have to wipe too hard or too long. It'll come right off, and so you can have a clean finished project. I didn't want there to be any doors, because I wanted to do the pattern inside of where the bookshelf is. And how I did that is I cut it out, pre-measured it, cut it out, and I did my pattern on a table and then just stuck the pattern, the finished piece, inside. And this is the drawer. And everything was pre-cut from what I'm about to show you. So I'm only going to show you like one drawer that I did. But I just measured and I cut everything out. Measured each piece, both the drawers, the legs, the edge, the sides. I didn't do the back. And the inside of the shelf. But yeah, you just pre-measure it. Write down your measurements so you don't forget. And then just cut out each piece. And leave an allowance. An allowance is something that will allow you to either wrap around. So if you have a 12 by 12 and you face of the drawer, you want to make sure that you do maybe like 14 by 14, because you see how right now if I had to cut it exactly on the edge, I wouldn't have anything to go around the sides so it can look like the drawer is completely black. If it just stopped on the edge, you would see brown on the side. So that's why I say leave an allowance. In the sewing world, it would be called a seam allowance. But you leave an allowance so you can wrap the edge and then be completely covered and no one will see any brown. And you take it off. This is actually a faux leather contact paper. It's a lot thicker than the regular solid colored, so it's not really gonna wrinkle as bad as the other solid contact paper. And it's really great because it gave my whole TV stand a great texture. And so now I'm doing the side. See, it's already pre-cut, and I just stick it on and smooth it out, and it stays on. Like I haven't had any problems with it falling off or anything. It stays on perfectly. Just smooth it out, pull the paper off, and that is pretty much how I did this amazing TV stand. All done. Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you learned a lot. It's really simple. It just takes a little patience, you know. It's a little meticulous, but it came out great, and it only took me, I don't know, 2 hours maybe, and that was with me trying to figure it out at the same time. But it's really quick, and it was free. Like, don't run away from cheap furniture. Not even just cheap, free furniture. As long as there aren't bugs crawling on it, as long as there's not a smell, dead animals coming from it, it looks perfectly fine. Take it home and reupholster it or rework it, wash it, paint it. I mean, come on, it's free. Let's not be, you know, about it. It's not that serious, okay? So yeah, I want you all to come back next week because I have more handy homegirl moments. And please subscribe. If you're on YouTube right now, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're on my blog, subscribe to my blog so you can just get weekly updates on what's going on with me. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Pinterest, follow me on Twitter. What else am I on? Facebook. I want to also follow you, especially if you're another blogger, and to give us bounce ideas off each other, especially a fitness blogger. I've just started following fitness people because I'm gonna work out. So please follow me, the fitness mommies and daddies and the DIYer bloggers. I really appreciate it. Follow me, subscribe to my channel, and help me be your handy homegirl. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.